Howdy guys, it's GeeseQuest16 and welcome to my 2014 year in review. I just want to say beforehand, I hope everyone had a good and safe Christmas. Had some fun with your family, spending time with them, opening presents, and so on. Drinking eggnog. All sorts of stuff. And yeah, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. And I want to explain something about the Novi City videos this week. Well, I've been very busy. I didn't have enough time to record them, so that's why. And plus, with Christmas and stuff, I was spending time with my family. I didn't have enough time to record it. But they will resume next Monday. So, and I want to get to one other thing. Unfortunately, for the weekend project that was planned for this weekend, since Mario Tennis, the first part of Mario Tennis is done, and now that project's on a hiatus. Unfortunately, the start of my next weekend project will be, unfortunately, next weekend. I'll be doing something this weekend, and I'm not gonna have enough time to record it. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. And yeah, now let's get into the main part of why I'm doing this video. Let's discuss the review the year I had in 2014, which to me it was a good year. It was a good year for me this year. Better than 2013, because 2013 was a horrible year for me. A lot of things happened in 2013 that were not good, and that's why I didn't do a 2013 year in review, because I didn't feel like it was worthy enough for one. But when we got into 2014, things were starting to pick up just a little bit. It started out with me wrapping up Paper Mario. I was still working on that game when 2014 started. And, I mean, it was a good game, but I didn't like the way it turned out. And I think the game ended in January, I think it was. It's either January or February. I think it was in January. So that project ended like around the first couple of weeks of 2014. So, and it was around that time, the first week of 2014, I actually started my Let's Play of my next weekend project, which was Mickey Speedway USA, the racing game. That project turned out pretty good. I liked the way that project turned out. So yeah, I think everyone enjoyed it as well. It was a good project to do. It was a good, fun game to do. So. And then afterwards, after Paper Mario, after I got done with Paper Mario, I started Monster Jam Maximum Destruction. Excuse me. I started Monster Jam Maximum Destruction. I really liked that game. The project to me turned out pretty good than what I was expecting. It turned out pretty darn good. So you guys enjoyed it. I think it was probably my highlight project for this year, I think, in my opinion. But for you, probably according to you guys, it's probably my highlighted project of this year. So, and it was around that time I started having, that was around the time in February where my computer, that's when the whole computer incident, when my computer fell to the floor after I laid it on a table and one of the legs gave away on the, table, and then the computer fell to the floor. Didn't do much damage to it, so. So around that time, I'm thinking, well, it should be time to get a new laptop. And I did, but I didn't use it that much. But I didn't like the way whenever I tried to record. When I tried to record the project, I just didn't like the way it turned. When I tried to record a project, I've been having I had problems with it dropping frames. I think it was probably could have been the capture card, or it was probably the laptop I was using, a little cheap laptop I got. It probably didn't, I'm trying to figure out what the problem was, but I think it was couldn't keep up. That's what I'm thinking. So I went back to this computer I'm using now that I've always been using since 2011, and there was nothing wrong with it majorly. No screen cracks, no cooling fans. Actually, I don't know if the cooling fans gave out. I was not sure, but the computer was fine. So I just returned it to its factory settings because I couldn't access my main profile on the computer, and I had to restart its factory settings. So, but ever since then, it's been working pretty good. Had no problems with it ever since. But then around, because I think it's like almost a month since I posted the video, and then I went to when it came back, and then back to Monster Jam. I think that project lasted until April actually, because I remember I was still working. I was close to finishing the game up, or if I finished it, I don't remember, when the weekend of WrestleMania. That's when I did the, you guys remember the video I did when I gave my thoughts on Brock Lesnar ended Undertaker's streak, and of course the death of the Ultimate Warrior. And I know I was still working on Mickey Speedway USA around that time. I think that finished in April. Now, we get on to one of the games that took the long summer game that I did. Mostly because it took longer than it was because of work and stuff. Well, actually, no. Well, this was a long game. I was thinking of the game I did after this one, and that was my replay of Banjo-Tooie. Started around April. This was on my new laptop, and like I said, that's when the yeah, you know what I mean. That's when I had my new computer. But around, little known fact, around Pterodactyl Land, that was when I switched back to this computer here. But replay of Banjo-Tooie turned out pretty good. The replay turned out pretty good. That's all I got to say. I'm trying to think of the words for it. I can't. But it took me a while. It took me into June, I believe. Yeah, it took me into June. I think near the end of July, towards July, I think. And I think it was around April or May. It was May when I started Mario Party 6 board playthroughs. Now that game, I think either that one or Monster Jam Maximum Destruction are probably going to be one of my two highlighted projects of this year. Because Mario Party 6 turned out really good. I think that project was probably my highlighted project of this year. Because, well, I love Mario Party. I've always been a big fan of Mario Party. And I actually did a lot. I had a lot of fun this game that I did with number 5. That's probably because why I enjoyed it more, and plus I didn't have all the other stuff going on like I did when I did Mario Party 5 last year, in 2013. So, and so yeah, and then Banjo-Tooie wrapped up around June or July, like I said. And Mario Party 6, I think, was either August or September. I think it was September. And then around July was when I started my, I think it could have been June. I can't remember. I started my Let's Play of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. That game was alright. I think people enjoyed it. That game was alright. I've always wanted to do a Star Wars game. I've been a big fan of the Star Wars franchise since I was a little kid. And I wanted to do this game ever since I got it. I think I did a good 100% run. Not as good as I think it was in Banjo-Tooie, but it was a good run. I know that project ended, I believe, on September the 11th. I remember because that was of course, the 13th anniversary of the U.S. terror attacks. Was it 13th anniversary or yeah, 13th anniversary? I was trying to make sure I don't botch the anniversary year. I'm sorry if I do apologize if you hear that in the background. So, there was, and then I think around October, let's see, and then, of course, Mario Party 6 wrapped up, and then that's when I started my long weekend project. I think this is like the longest weekend project ever because of all the problems I've had during that year, during that part of the year, the fall of this year, and that was Mario Tennis. Had some fun with it, and of course there was some frustrating parts of Mario Tennis, but I loved the project. And it just wrapped up last weekend because of how long the project took me, because it took me longer than expected. And the reason why, because I had internet problems that year, because some of you guys remember, my internet box kept on acting up, and then it just finally bit the dust around November. And I decided to get my own internet connection. So I got my own internet box, and it's been working pretty good ever since. I've been able to post more. Same thing, because around that time, I forgot to mention, and around October, I think it's around like September originally, I started my current project I'm doing now, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Then I actually deleted those first 3 videos because I didn't like the way they turned out. So I restarted them, and a couple weeks later, because of the internet problems, I had to push the start of the project. forward. So, still working on it. I actually finished the main game last week and getting ready to do the extras soon. But that game, that's a pretty good game. I really love that game. Grand Theft Auto is actually, like I said in the credits of GTA Vice City. It was probably it was the first Grand Theft Auto game I played, and I've just been playing it ever since. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, that is 2014 in a nutshell, folks. For me, my review. Not a good year. It was a good year, but not as good as I say around 2010, 2011. But this was a good year. I mean, like I said, better than 2013. But so yeah. Now let's get into 2015. What do you guys might expect? Grand Theft Auto Vice City will be going on definitely. Probably for the first few weeks of January, because there's a lot of extras I gotta do. I gotta get all the hidden packages. Gotta do the taxi, vigilante, and paramedics. And there's also some other side missions I need to do, so I can get 100%. So yeah, that's going to take a while. And now, as far as my next weekend project, unfortunately it's not going to be Super Mario Kart like I was planning to do this winter for Super Mario Kart. But unfortunately, with the whole internet problems and still working on Mario Tennis, I kind of pushed that project into it's not probably until February after I get done with this project. Maybe. I'm not for sure. That's still to be announced, or to be announced before I start Super Mario Kart. Excuse me. So yeah, the next weekend project will begin. Actually, it will be my first project of 2015, starting January 3rd. I'm going to keep it a secret. Still in the works, and I think you guys will enjoy it. I've never played this game, but I've seen a playthrough of it, so I guess you could say I'm going in it blind, but then again, maybe not. But I've never played it, so I'll give you guys that fun right there. If you guys wondering, especially you, Captain Swift 10, it's not South Park Stick of Truth. He's been aggravating me about that game. Unfortunately, I've already played it. Unfortunately, I've played South Park's Stick of Truth. I don't have the game. It was my good buddy Starkill 92's. So I'm not. I don't know if I'm going to do that game. So, but yeah, guys, I think I've rambled on enough. So yeah, that's what you guys expect. And oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. After I get done with Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I will be starting my Let's Replay of Paper Mario. This will be the last replay project that I will do. Unless I decide to redo another project, which that probably won't happen. Like, never. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, replay of Paper Mario will start as soon as I get done with Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So yeah, guys, and then of course, that's like leading into 2015. And of course, about Mario Party 7, I say some of you wondering about that. That probably won't start until around April / it's a spring and summer 2015 project. So like Mario Party 6, pretty much. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. I hope that's my review of 2014, and yeah, that's it. Rambled on long enough. So this is Geesecross16 signing out. Later, and everyone have a good, happy New Year.